Hi, this is Deborah from Total Transformation Training. Today we are discussing 7 proven strategies to achieve your goals. Dream it, write it, live it. I'm very excited that you decided to join the presentation today. Understanding these principles and knowing how to apply them will change your life. Today we're discussing 7 proven strategies to achieve your goals. And in this presentation, you will learn common mistakes when setting goals and how to avoid them, clarity on defining goals, and simple yet powerful principles to ensure that you reach your goals. Taking this first step to go through this presentation shows that you're ready, that it's time for you to live the life you always wanted to live. So let's dream big and make it happen. Before we begin, I want to ask you some questions. Have you ever tried setting a goal before? Were you able to reach that goal? Well, you are in the right place if you've been working on the same goal or resolution year after year with little to no success. And you are in the right place if you've started working on your goal full steam ahead, only to find your progress halted once life throws something at you. And you are in the right place if you're tired of trying to lose the same 10, 20, 30 pounds. Well, I am here to tell you the wait is over. It's time to set your goals. Program your mind for success and see yourself accomplish those goals. TTT has set you up for success. Included in this presentation are printable worksheets for each goal-setting exercise. The link to access TTT's Goal Workbook is located in the description box of the video. Make sure you download the link, print out your sheets, and fill out your worksheets as you progress through the program. Keep them handy to review, make notes or changes as you need to as you progress through the program. And if you're watching this presentation on a TV, you will have to go to a computer or a phone to see the description box and access the link. Now let's get started. As you get started in this process, I want to make sure you understand you will need to prepare to spend some time figuring out what you really want to achieve. You'll need to find some quiet time, some time where you can really focus and fine-tune your goals, and then review this presentation as many times as you need to fully understand and grab those concepts and know how to apply them and make them work for you. As we get started, I want you to understand that goals are your personal life targets. To reach your goals, you must choose a target and program that target into your mental computer. A good friend of mine, Colonel Jeff Bonner, has a saying. He says, if you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. And I'd like to illustrate that point by reading to you an excerpt from the book See You at the Top by Zig Ziglar. Zig goes on to say, he says, let me illustrate the importance of goals by looking at a scene of the deciding game of a basketball championship. The teams have taken their warm-up shots and are physically ready for the game. The adrenaline is flowing, and it's obvious that the players feel the excitement that goes with a championship game. They return to their dressing rooms, and the coaches give them that last shot in the arm before action begins. This is it, fellas. It's now or never. We win or lose it all tonight. Nobody remembers the best man at a wedding, and nobody remembers who came in second. The whole season is tonight. The players respond. They're so charged up they almost tear the doors off the hinges as they rush back to the court. As they get to the court, they stop short, and in complete confusion, which gives way to frustration and anger, they point out that the goals have been removed. They angrily demand to know how can they play a game without the goals. They know that without goals, they would never know the score, never know whether they hit or missed, never know how they stacked up against competition, and never know whether they were on or off target. As a matter of fact, they wouldn't even attempt to play the basketball game without the goals. Goals are important. Just as those basketball players need goals to aim and shoot at, we have to have goals to know where we are going. So I want you to get ready and start planning those goals, getting your mental computer ready to hit your target. Now that you understand the importance of goals, it's time to get busy. And as we progress through this program, you are going to learn how to set clear, concise goals, actionable steps, and create the roadmap to achieve your goals and literally, truly change the direction of your life. Now it's time to turn on your thinking cap. I want you to use your imagination. Think if all things are possible and you have no limitations, then in 1 year from now, this is a very powerful exercise that I have for you. I want you to answer these questions truthfully, honestly, because it will make a big difference. The first thing I want you to think about is, who do I have to be to reach my goals? I want you to pretend you're going to a party and you are the person you want to be 1 year from now. So imagine, what do you look like? How are you dressed? Pretend you're having a conversation with someone. Talk to them just like you've already accomplished your goals. Tell them about your business, your family, your fitness and nutrition routine. What would you say? Be that person. The next question I have for you is, how do I behave when I reach my goals? Remember, you are that person. You are that person that you want to be. So think about, how do I behave as that person? And there's an example. You might say, well, I wake up happy because I feel better, I have more energy, I eat and I cook healthy meals, I do not reach for junk food when I'm stressed or tired, I go for walks with my sweetie, hikes with my family, I play with my kids, I smile at the person I see in the mirror, because that's what that person does. So remember, you are that person. And how does that person behave? The next question I have for you is, how do I feel as this person? Remember, you are that person, and you've been wanting to accomplish these things. So if you're that person, how do you feel as that person? The example that I wrote is, I feel strong, healthy, and confident in who I am. I feel capable to conquer challenges. I am happy and energetic because that's the person I want to be. And that's how the person would feel. Remember, this exercise is about being that person, because when you understand who you want to be, then we can work backwards from there. So this is our first step. Keep your thinking cap on. Continue with this journey, and let's answer this question. As that person, ask, what have I accomplished? Maybe your answer might be something like this. Well, I've lost weight and become fit and trim. I've accomplished my project at work with excellence. I have reached my monthly goals. Maybe this person has been going to school, so you can say, I finished my degree. And I stepped out of my comfort zone and succeeded with grace and dignity. Think about, what is it as that person do you want to accomplish? Next, I want you to think, as this person, who am I surrounded by? Who is my circle of friends? Who do I have in my sphere of influence? Hopefully, it may sound something like this. I'm surrounded by successful, positive people. They encourage and support me, and they want me to be happy and fulfilled. Now it's time to design the roadmap to be that person. We are going to be covering 7 principles to ensure you reach your goals. Because as Zig says, a goal properly set is halfway reached. Principle number 1, keep goals few in number. Create a list of no more than 7 to 10 goals. Included in this list are work goals, financial goals, personal goals, and self-care goals. Many times people get excited and start writing down 100 goals. But the problem with a list like that is you can feel overwhelmed and not stay focused. I mean, you may feel energetic at first, but it's not how you feel at first that's going to carry you through. It's your commitment to those goals that are the most important thing. And if you're going to be successful with goal setting, you've got to keep them few in number. That's why I recommend no more than 7 to 10 goals. The greater focus on fewer goals will yield a higher quality result. Our second principle is set SMART goals. And I'm sure you've heard the acronym SMART, but there's definitely proven research that shows it works. So we're going to break down what the acronym SMART actually means. The S stands for specific. Goals that are too broad or vague will be less effective. Describe your goals in as much detail as possible. Remember, clarity is power, so give your brain specific targets. An example of a very general goal is, I want to lose weight. But a specific goal is deciding how many pounds do you want to weigh? What body fat percentage do you want? What size clothes would you like to wear? Give details. Another general goal would be, well, I want a promotion at work. But be specific. What position do you want to obtain? What salary do you want to make? You need to be very clear about what it is you're trying to accomplish. In the acronym SMART, M stands for measurable. You want a goal that's measurable so you actually know when you have achieved it. Some examples of this principle are listed below. Not measurable meaning, I want to look fit, but a measurable goal would be, I want to lose 5% body fat. Non-measurable may be, I want to make more money this year. But a measurable goal is, I want to make $5,000 more this year than last. Make sure there's a metric to measure and evaluate your progress towards achieving your goal. The A in SMART goals stands for attainable. Your goals should challenge you. They should be exciting. They don't need to be exciting to anyone else, but they need to be exciting to you, because that excitement will be the motivation that will carry you through when you want to quit. Your goals should cause you to go outside your comfort zone, and if not, you're setting your goals too low. At the same time, your goals must be believable to be achievable. And if you struggle with self-limiting beliefs, then consider working with a coach, because a coach can help you overcome negative thinking patterns and help program your mind for success and program your mind to achieve your goals. Here's some examples of non-attainable and attainable goals. A non-attainable goal would be, I want to lose 10 pounds in a week and keep it off. You might lose 10 pounds in a week if you lose a lot of water, but to lose 10 pounds of body fat in a week is an unattainable goal. A more attainable goal, though, would be, I want to lose 10 pounds in a month. A non-attainable goal Maybe I'm going to qualify for the PGA Tour this year. But if you're not a professional golfer, that's probably a non-attainable goal. A more attainable goal would be, I'm going to lower my golf score by 3 strokes. The R in SMART goals stands for relevant. Your goals should be relevant to your vision for yourself. And as you begin to set your goals, look back and review your answers to the questions on the first exercise. That exercise of who you want to be and who is that person. And make your goals relevant to where you are in your life right now. You know, reaching your high school weight may not be relevant to where you are today, but losing 20 to 30 pounds and improving your health is. As a coach, I often work with folks who say they want to exercise for an hour every day. But when we sit down and analyze their business schedule and their home life responsibilities, that's really an impossible goal. A more realistic and relevant goal to where they are in life right now will be to train 30 to 45 minutes, perhaps even an hour, but only 3 times per week. It's really important to be honest with yourself, honest with who you want to be and the realistic, relevant steps to get you there. That way you'll set yourself up for success. The T in SMART stands for time bound. You need to set realistic but challenging deadlines. Not a year, not a month, but actually pick a date that you will accomplish this goal. And keep that date in front of your mind. This way you'll be programming your brain to make the best use of every hour, every day. Because if it doesn't have a due date, it's just a hope and not a goal. An important tip to remember, however, is don't set every goal with the same due date. If you do, you may feel overwhelmed and panic and then blow off the whole thing and quit. But set a date with a real reward upon completion. And make that reward something exciting, something you're looking forward to, because those things will increase your motivational leverage. Our third principle is break up large goals into manageable pieces. So for a 1-year goal, you can break it into 4 12-week or 90-day periods and set goals for each of that 12 weeks or 90 days. And within that 12-week and 90-day deadline, you will know that every workout, every meal, every decision you make counts. And then set weekly goals within that time period, because the weekly goals allow you to break these down into easy action steps. Your daily goals, again, are the everyday steps that navigate you to achieve the midterm and long-term goals. Dividing your goals into small pieces allows your mind to focus on realistic steps to build your confidence and ability to achieve the next big goal. As you break up large goals into manageable pieces and begin to focus on realistic steps, I want you to write your goals in ink and your deadlines in pencil. The ink represents the strength of a goal you really want, and the deadline in pencil acts as a reminder to keep your deadline flexible. If you don't meet the deadline, then as long as you are pursuing that goal, you didn't fail. You may have underestimated the time it would take. So simply erase that deadline, keep the goal, and set a new deadline. Principle number 4, write down your goals in a positive, affirming language. And when I say write down your goal, I mean physically write them down. Research indicates that the physical act of writing helps engage your brain more than typing and puts the goal on your brain's important list. Writing also sets your intentions, bringing that goal to reality. Just thinking about your goals allows them to wander in and out of your mind with no real commitment, but writing them down means you're serious, and it creates a much more powerful experience. Now, here are 2 very common mistakes people make when writing their goals, and here's how to fix them. Number 1, making outcome goals instead of behavior goals. What I mean by that is the outcome goal is lose 20 pounds, shape up, eat better, and get more sleep. Now, we can't always control the outcome of things such as work schedules, kid schedules, travel, national emergencies like all this COVID-19 things, but what we can control are the actions we take. This is why behavior goals are so important, because they focus on the things we can control. Now, here's some examples of outcome goal versus behavior goal. The outcome is to lose 20 pounds, but it's actually the behavior that's going to get us to the outcome. So we set a behavior goal, which is eat only 1 serving of food instead of 2. The outcome is shape up, but again, it's the behavior that gets us to that goal, and that behavior goal is strength train 3 times per week. The next one, outcome goal, eat better. Behavior goal, eat only healthy, all natural foods. And the last one, our outcome goal, was get more sleep. But again, it's the behavior that creates the outcome. So our behavior is set a designated bedtime and create a calming pre-sleep routine. The behavior goals create the path to achieve the outcome by creating habits. Now, a habit is an automatic behavior pattern that's been turned over to the unconscious control. Not all habits are bad. Habits are simply a repeating behavior. What makes them good or bad is simply the type of behavior you are repeating. So developing good habits will drive you toward your goal, and that is a key to your success. The second mistake people often make are making avoid goals instead of approach goals. Avoid goals are psychologically counterproductive. If I tell you, don't think about eating chocolate chip cookies, you won't be able to do it. In fact, you're probably visualizing a chocolate chip cookie in your mind right now. If you focus your attention on what you don't want to do, you'll almost guarantee you'll keep doing it. Bad attitudes, limiting beliefs, negative thinking, and speaking negative things about yourself are like programming bad viruses into your brain. Don't install them into your head. Program your mind on what you want it to do. Write your goals as positive approaches so you can tell your brain in no uncertain terms exactly what you want. Here are some examples of avoid goal versus approach goal. The avoid goal, stop eating junk food. The approach goal, stock your fridge with fruits and vegetables for healthy snacks you can enjoy. Avoid goal, stop drinking sugary sodas at break. Approach goal, drink low-calorie, fruit-flavored carbonated water at break. Another avoid goal, stop stress eating. And another approach goal would be to make a list of stress-relieving activities that you enjoy. Choose one from that list when you feel stressed and do it. Another tip is to prepare for slip-ups. So make sure to include positive approaches to prepare you for any slip-ups you may experience. For example, if you overate at lunch, then prepare to eat a light salad for dinner to balance it out. If you tend to eat sweets on the weekend, instead of saying, "No, I will not eat any sweets over the weekend," when you know it's very hard for you to do, then use an approach goal, such as, "I will prepare a healthy dessert to eat on the weekends." If I've eaten particularly heavy for a few days, I have a little trick that I use. I have a soup that I'll eat. I call it Deb's Cleansing Soup. It's just a very broth-based soup filled with vegetables, and I eat it for lunch and dinner for a day or two, and it helps me get back on track. So having this approach gets me set, and if I mess up, I'm not so hard on myself. I'm able to jump back on track and keep on my plan. So writing approach goals and having a plan for slip-ups keeps you on the path to success. Another major key to your success is write positive affirmations. I mean several positive affirmations, and repeat them over and over to yourself. Things such as, "I am strong, I am focused, I can do this. I'm getting healthier and more energetic every day." In my studio, I have big posters that say dedicated, determined, disciplined. I have another one that says strong, fit, and lean. So when I'm in there working out and I start feeling like, oh, I want to quit, I can look up at that poster and it says dedicated, determined, disciplined. And I know that I have to be dedicated, determined, and disciplined if I want to be strong, fit, and lean. Because life is tough and you're going to have some moments and you're going to feel like giving up and you're going to want to quit. But if you've got these positive affirmations written and you speak them over yourself every day, it gets into you and it causes you to stir up that fire, fan that flame so that you can stay powerfully motivated to achieve those goals. Don't take this exercise lightly. Write those positive approaches and repeat them daily over yourself. It's a major key to your success and the completion of your goals. Another technique is review your goals frequently, because looking at them frequently helps you stay focused. And whatever technique you use, just make sure you keep them on the forefront of your mind. Some people like to write them on index cards and keep them at their desk. You may want to create a screensaver on your phone or your computer that states your goals and lists some positive affirmations. You can create a vision board. I personally do that every year. I take a vision board that's full of positive affirmations, maybe pictures of everything from success with personal things, financial goals, work goals, and I create what I call a vision board. And I put it up right where I see it every day. So it's every day I walk by, I look up at those pictures, and it helps me stay focused on my goal. But state what you want and speak it over yourself. Again, stir up the fire within you to make it happen. Because if you don't review it, if you don't think about it, if you just let it lie dormant, just like any fire, those coals grow cold. You need to fan the flame, blow on the embers, and as you review your goals and put them up front, you can fan that flame, get determined, and you'll stay on fire to make it happen. Okay, number 5 of the 7 principles, this is number 5. Uncover your reasons, your why. Why is this so important to me? Each time you write down a goal, take a step beyond declaring what you want and write down why you want it. Knowing the reasons why you want your goals provides the motivation and drive that keeps you moving in the right direction. Ask yourself, what's important about this goal? What will achieving this goal do for me? What will be different when I have it? And how will my life improve? Get real with the why you want the goals to happen, and connect to that why. Because as you connect to it, it will create what really matters to you. Here are some general examples that I came up with on the whys. Perhaps it may be, I want to make exercise a priority so I can look and feel good. I want to feel comfortable about getting dressed up and going out with my spouse and enjoy our relationship again. It could be, I want to honor my Creator by treating my body like a temple. Perhaps it's, I want to put down my phone more and be present in my children's lives. I want them to know I value them more than an Instagram post. Or maybe it's simply, I want to make more money so I can pay off debt and take my family on vacations and create great memories together. But do you get the idea? Your why will be what carries you through when it gets tough. Your why will be the engine to propel you to the completion of your goal. Know your why. Principle number 6, visualize your goals coming to pass. When you visualize your success, amazing things start to happen. Athletes visualize their win before a big game. Muhammad Ali saw himself victorious long before the actual fight. And Michael Jordan always took the last shot in his mind before he ever took one in real life. Visualizing a skill, performance, or behavior in your mind fires the same neurons in your brain as if you had carried it out physically. This visualization and mental rehearsal primes your brain to carry out those behaviors in real life. I'd like to read you one more excerpt from the book See You at the Top by Zig Ziglar. Zig writes, Major Nesmith was a weekend golfer who generally shot in the 90s. Then he completely quit playing golf for 7 years. Amazingly enough, the next time back on course, he shot a sparkling 74. During the 7-year sabbatical, he took no golf lessons and his physical condition actually deteriorated. As a matter of fact, he spent those 7 years in a small cage, approximately 4.5 feet tall and slightly over 5 feet long. He was a prisoner of war in North Vietnam. His story illustrates the power of visualization. Major Nesmith was in isolation for 5.5 years of the time he was confined as a prisoner of war. He saw no one, talked to no one, and was unable to perform a normal routine of physical activities. For the first few months, he did virtually nothing but hope and pray for his release. Then he realized he had to take some definite positive steps if he was going to retain his sanity and stay alive. He selected his favorite golf course and started playing golf in his cage. In his own mind, he played a full 18 holes every day. He played them to the last minute detail. He saw himself dressed in his golfing clothes as he stepped up to the first tee. He completely visualized every weather condition under which he played. He saw the actual size of the tee box, the grass, the trees, the birds, and all the embellishments on a golf course. He saw in minute detail the exact way he held his left hand on the club and the way he put his right hand on the club. He carefully lectured himself on keeping his left arm straight. He admonished himself to keep his eye on the ball. He cautioned himself about taking the backswing slowly and easily while remembering to keep his eye on the ball. He instructed himself about a smooth down swing and follow through on his shot. He then visualized the flight of the ball down the center of the fairway. He watched it fly through the air, hit the ground, and roll until it came to a stop at the exact spot he selected. He took the same length of time in his mind he would have taken on a golf course, taking each step to the ball he had just hit. 7 days a week, for 7 full years, he played 18 holes of perfect golf. Not once did he ever miss a shot. Not once did the ball ever stay out of the cup. Perfect. And in the process of shooting mental golf, the major was able to occupy 4 full hours of every day and maintain his sanity as a result. And he was also able to do a great deal with his golf game. His story illustrates the point I want you to see. Visualization is powerful. See yourself achieving your goal. All the exercises, all the positive affirmations, all the tips, all the techniques brings you to this point. Simply believe in yourself. Stir up that gift. Fan that flame. Get ready to receive and achieve your goals. Believe in yourself because you can do it. We're on the last principle, principle number 7, and it is share with a select few. We all hope our family, friends, and coworkers will be excited and supportive of our goals, but many times they are not. And the reason your goal is so exciting is because it's your goal, and it makes it exciting to you. But share your goal with people who are truly committed to helping you achieve them. If people in your peer group or family are not one of those folks, then reach out to a coach. A coach can help keep you accountable and encouraged, because it's very important to have someone that makes you feel safe in sharing your goals, someone that will call you out if you start making excuses. However, someone that's not going to nag you, but is going to keep you aligned with your goals. Someone who will motivate you and cheer you on every step of the way. Okay, it's time to recap. Let's review our 7 proven strategies to achieve your goals. Number 1, Keep goals few in number. Create a list of no more than 7 to 10 goals. Number 2, set SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound goals. Number 3, break up large goals into manageable pieces. And number 4, write down your goals in a positive, affirming language. Speak great things over yourself, encouraging things over yourself. Keep yourself stirred up. Number 5, know your why. Why is this so important to me? And keep that in the forefront of your mind. Number 6, visualize your goals coming to pass. See yourself being the person you've always wanted to be, and see yourself living the life you've always wanted to live. And number 7, share with a select few. Guard your heart, guard your goals, and share them with people who are truly committed to helping you achieve them. This is your time. Don't drift through life and wind up looking back wondering what you accomplished. Instead, set and accomplish goals that you can look back and say, wow, I really accomplished some great things. TTT is here to help. So schedule your personal goal mapping session today, and together we will figure out the best route to results. Call me, Deborah, at 256-836-1445. I would be honored to help you work towards achieving your goals. And remember, Zoom meetings are available as well, so don't hesitate. This is your time. Be the person you've always wanted to be and live the life you've always wanted to live. Thank you so much for joining this presentation, and I hope you were truly blessed.